Welcome again, everyone. I'm Joke Rogers on Network Africa. We begin with the crisis in the Democratic Republic of Congo, with Rwanda reaffirming its commitment to the full implementation of the June 2025 peace agreement known as the Washington Accord. This follows the second meeting of the Joint Oversight Committee in the United States, attended by representatives of the DRC, Rwanda, US, Qatar, and the African Union. Under the agreement, Kigali and Kinshasa committed to respect each other's sovereignty, territorial integrity, national unity, and the peaceful settlement of disputes. The committee members acknowledged in a joint statement that progress is slow in some parts of the agreement. However, they emphasized their shared resolve to ensure its timely implementation to advance peace, stability, and prosperity in eastern DRC and the broader Greater Lakes region. Meanwhile, former DRC President Joseph Kabila has dismissed his ongoing treason trial as a political ploy aimed at silencing opposition voices. He says proceedings have nothing to do with justice, accusing President Felix Tshisekedi of using selective trials to deflect from his government's failures. Mr. Kabila ended his 2-year self-imposed exile in April when he arrived in Goma just months after M23 rebels seized the eastern city. The Congolese Senate later revoked his parliamentary immunity, paving the way for legal proceedings. The ex-president is being tried in absentia before the high military courts since late July in a treason case that includes war crimes, rape, and murder charges. Congolese authorities have accused him of supporting the Rwanda-backed M23 group and plotting to overthrow the government. Still in the DRC, hundreds of displaced women say they have been driven into harsh, underpaid labor in Japan's artisanal mines after fleeing attacks by the Allied Democratic Forces. Despite the danger of rebel attacks and the back-breaking work, the women say they hope to save enough to open small businesses and leave the mines behind. Many hope to use their earnings to cover medical expenses, food, rent, and even school fees for their children's sake. More than 200,000 people have been displaced by ADF violence in the past year alone. That's according to latest reports by the United Nations. Russian President Vladimir Putin has praised the Republic of Congo as a friend and reliable partner to Russia. He made the comments when he held talks with President Denis Sassou Nguesso on the sidelines of the World War II 80th anniversary. The meeting in Beijing was part of Mr. Putin's broader diplomatic outreach and underscores deepening ties between the two countries. Back in May, Russian Defense Minister Andrei Belousov met with Congo's Defense Minister to enhance military cooperation, calling it the engine of their traditionally friendly bilateral relationship. We're now in South Africa, where police in Free State Province have arrested an 80-year-old doctor for defeating the ends of justice. The arrest follows a discovery of the body of a man believed to be a farm worker. In a video, the old man is seen confessing to committing a crime of helping his grandson bury a man in a shallow grave.
He killed one of them. What happened to the body?
What happened to you?
To the body of the dead man.
The body of the dead man?
Yes.
The body of the dead man? Yes, I know. I know. I did the wrong thing. I should have called the police.
You admit you buried the dead man.
So
yes, I know. So that if I didn't bury him immediately, the jackal would have eaten him. But I should have called the police.
Wait.
You are saying what?
Let me ask you now. I just want to reverse the very same situation. I want to reverse it.
Okay.
If your son was shot, your grandson, if he was shot killed,
If he was killed,
yes, and buried like that, how would you feel?
I would not feel very nice because
So
it
how
could
do
have
you
been
think
him.
the man,
Not
the
shot.
family of the dead guy felt when their person was buried in a shallow grave like an animal?
Why did they attack him?
Oh,
Do you think? Why did they attack him? Do you think? He's lying for the Vlakvar.
So-
and my people know, and you know what
So
happened.
if he killed a person who was attacking him, in South Africa there are laws. There is one that we call self-defense. Why didn't he call the police and say, here are people that were attacking me. I shot one of them and killed him.
Where is the
Because
other people?
in a court of law, that stands as a self-defense.
Yeah, where is the other 5 people?
We don't care about the five people.
evidence.
For more on this, we're joined by our South Africa correspondent, Innocent Samusa. Innocent, great to see you today.
Well, good evening to you, colleague, and our viewers at home. It's good to see you as well.
Yeah, so what more details have the police released about the circumstances leading to the doctor's arrest?
Indeed, colleague. In fact, investigations continues. This, of course, comes at the back of your intro, as you alluded to, the discovery of a decomposed body in the Free State province, that is in Kuruman. But of course, we know that this was the work of the Economic Freedom Fighters, one of the opposition parties here in South Africa, where they help a farmer to go open the case. This, of course, Joke, took place on the 11th of July 2025 at Dr. Trotsky's farm. And of course, we know that the Dr. Trotsky says that his son was attacked by people who are stealing cables. But just to give you the backdrop of the story, Joke, we heard from one of the farm workers there that, in fact, this young man had visited the farm of his father, and he then got an order from his father, this is Dr. Trotsky, that he should kill a wild pig for the workers before they knock off. And therefore, they agreed that they're going to do that. And as soon as they then go to kill the pig, they use different routes. And he decided to go alone. And the workers said that they had fire shots, 2 rounds of fire shots on the other side. And when they got to the place where they had the fire shots, they then found the boy, shaking, saying that he thinks he has killed someone. People were attacking him. And when they searched everywhere, they found that there was a man who was unfortunately killed and died there on the scene. And therefore, they then said that the Dr. Trotsky and his son, they took the body and buried the body allegedly in a shallow grave. So therefore, these young workers went to the Economic Freedom Fighters, and Economic Freedom Fighters helped them to open a missing case, a missing person case, where they then went to the farm and then investigate that. Then he admitted that, in fact, his son was, in fact, attacked by these people. But the challenge here, Joke, is that he was not there. Dr. Trotsky was not there. It was his son. So we know now that the Free State Police says that investigations are continuing, and of course, there are more arrests that will definitely take place. Joke.
Right, and what charges is the 80-year-old expected to face when he appears in court? Did you just confirm now that he wasn't there? He was his son. He was probably, covering up for his son. And do we know if other people are involved? Any other arrests being made?
Well, he is facing defeating the ends of justice simply because he helped his son to bury the body. But we don't know whether or not there are any other farmers that are, implicated in this particular case. But we know that the farmers who actually spoke to the media have since got fired from that particular farm, and they're saying that it doesn't happen. It's not the first time that this has been happening. That also, Joke, just to take you back, you and I have discussed this on this platform, the fact that there's no genocide in South Africa. The issue of crime affects everyone. Now we have an issue where a farmer is killing a farm worker. So at this point in time, we do know that he's facing defeating the ends of justice. Joke.
And how are local residents and other farm worker associations reacting to this shocking case?
Indeed, there's been outrage. In fact, people have been protesting outside that farm, and of course, they do not want him to get bail. They don't want him to actually come out, and I guess the police decided that they'll keep him because the issue here is that an angry society, an angry community might take issues in their own hands, and maybe they might kill him. So they decided to keep him in that fashion. But we know that the likes of the economic freedom fighters are the ones that were, in fact, questioning the Dr. Trotsky on that particular clip, asking him that, were you there? Then he says he was not there. And then they ask him, why did you bury the body? He could not answer. He's going back to say that where are the other 5 people? Because we understand that the people were 6, and then the 6th one was shot. And he's asking where is the other 5 people? And that's not the matter here. The case is that you buried someone in a shallow grave. That is not right because South Africa has laws. Why didn't he call the police? So that's where we are at the moment. But I can tell you now, Joke, that people are essentially not happy with this incident, and they feel that Dr. Trotsky must essentially face the hands of justice. Joke.
Right, Innocent, I must thank you again for your time today.
Thank you, colleague. Have a great evening.
President Bola Tinubu has commenced a 10-day vacation as part of his 2025 annual leave. According to a statement signed by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, the president will spend his 10-day break between France and the United Kingdom, after which he will return to Nigeria. His leave comes barely a week after he returned from a state visit to Brazil, where he met with President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva and other senior officials. He also oversaw the signing of 5 memoranda of understanding covering aviation, foreign affairs, science and technology, and agriculture. He also held meetings with investors and the Nigerian diaspora community in Brazil. The Executive Secretary of the Ghana Refugee Board, Tete Pad, says over 186 Ivorians had registered for asylum in just 3 weeks amid rising tensions ahead of the October 2025 elections in Ivory Coast, with many fearing a repeat of the violence that marred previous polls. Mr. Tete affirmed that only those cleared by security after screening by the Ghana Immigration Service are officially registered as refugees. Ivorian President Alassane Ouattara is running for a 4th term as tensions rise over the exclusion of many heavyweight opposition candidates.
The refugee board received me. When he received me, he write my name in the paper in the office, but he no give me anything. We are need home, because the home is no plenty, but we are need food, we are need work, we are need plenty things. But right now we are need work and food and home.
Currently we have 186 Ivorian asylum seekers who have registered in the last 3 weeks. First of all, we do not register any group of refugees or any persons who are not cleared by security. So for instance, if you have an influx from Burkina Faso, for instance, the persons who enter the country to seek asylum are first met by the Ghana Immigration Service. They do their security screening with their security counterparts, clear them before we go into register. So we don't work in isolation. For us, the security of the state is paramount, and we make sure that in registering refugees, we don't register persons who may have ulterior motives other than genuinely seeking asylum. Some of the asylum seekers, first of all, some of them have been in Ghana before as refugees and have returned when the country of origin was quiet and calm and peaceful, and they've come back. So for those who have come, nearly all of them have some kind of social ties in Ghana, and so they are able to obtain the basics, food, for instance, and that is the reason why they are able to look after themselves or feed themselves for now. But once we hit threshold, the contingency plan is activated, and food assistance is also part of that contingency plan, and that is provided to them.
Well, a word of caution for Nigerians attempting to travel abroad through risky routes. Now, this warning comes after a Nigerian lady, Mercy Oluwagbenga, was rescued recently from Libya following a viral video in which she was seen crying out for help. She narrated her harrowing experience at a media briefing organized by the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission in Abuja. Our correspondent, Kumbi Aboluwade, reports.
I came into this country, Libya, because of my mom. My mom was sick.
This is Mercy Oluwagbenga, who cried for help in this amateur video posted on social media in July 2025 while she was in Libya.
Before I could finish paying her, my mom died. I was left stranded. I'm currently stranded in Libya. I have been suffering for over 3 years.
The viral video soon got the attention of the federal government, who took necessary steps to ensure her safe return to Nigeria. Mercy, an indigene of Kaba, Kogi State, arrived in Nigeria on September 2, 2025, and is received by the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission in Abuja.
Along the line,
she narrates her ordeal with a clear message to Nigerian youths.
2021, I was working in Nebuka, washing their plates. So I heard the girls talking about Libya. It is not as if they deceived me. I willingly left. I went there December 2021. I wake up maybe 5 or 6 in the morning, clean the house. Then when I'm done, they will lock. I'll go inside. They will lock the door. When they dirty the house again, they will come and open the door. So even if they are going out, they will lock my room door, lock the outside door, lock the gate door. So there is no way I could go out. But during those times, they normally withdraw my blood. And after they withdraw my blood, sometimes I don't used to remember anything. The day I made the video, I tried to run. During those times, my mom died already. My mom died already along the line. So it was only my brother that was able to bury him. Due to my own situation, I was like, maybe when I get here, there, I'll be able to send something to my mom. But when I got even 5 naira, I couldn't even see to send to her. She died. She died. So no matter the situation, even if you are seeing 10 naira every month, 20 naira every month, don't go to Nigeria is better than every country.
According to NIDCOM, 2,467 Nigerians were evacuated from Libya in 2024, while 956 Nigerians were rescued from Libyan prisons in the first quarter of this year.
Anybody telling you?
The NIDCOM boss reiterated the need for Nigerians to avoid irregular migration, promising to ensure the full rehabilitation of the Libyan returnee.
We'll ensure that all funds are channeled into your education. And I'm sure, don't worry, you'll go to school, you'll survive. And thank Mr. President too. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he's determined that the welfare of every Nigerian matters. And on his behalf, we're going to make sure that you get everything you need and you do not suffer. And to all everybody trying to go on that dangerous journey, it is not worth it. You're lucky before we find you, because we found you. There are many you can't even get across to.
The Commission is promising to continue working with relevant stakeholders to ensure the protection of Nigerians globally. From Abuja, Kumbi Aboluwade, Channels Television News.
Well, Egyptian youth Apanub Baboui is attempting to enter the Guinness World Record as the first artist in the world to paint simultaneously with his hand and foot. Footage displaying shows Baboui painting using both his hand and foot at the same time. Baboui, who began this unconventional style of painting in 2019, says the idea was initially met with skepticism from those around him. He adds that determination and perseverance had kept him going despite all the challenges, noting that he had trained extensively until he was able to overcome any difficulties. Having already earned numerous awards in past competitions, Baboui now hopes to see his latest feat recognized with an official entry into the Guinness World Records. Well, staying with that country, and did you know that Egypt is home to some of the world's oldest wonders? The pyramids, especially the Great Pyramid of Giza, are over 4,500 years old and still standing strong. Beyond the pyramids, Egypt holds 1/3 of all ancient monuments in the world, from temples and tombs to statues and hieroglyphs. It's a land where history lives in every corner, telling stories of pharaohs, gods, and timeless civilization. That's our program today. Thank you for watching. I'm Jokia Rogers.